对，现在就是，可是但现在就一个人都没有。好 live 了，那我把它转过去哈。
你先解释一下。
我解释一下。
你要不要先到 Facebook 让大家回来？
我 Facebook 没办法，我的手机在这里。
没 Facebook， sorry. Oh, you cannot change that. I think you can just minimize this and then go back to.
那可是 minimize， 我现在在看什么？没有那个 view。
就划掉 screen 就换掉。You can say wait 5 minutes for people to come back, right?
Okay.
Oh.
And you can sit if you want.
Okay, then I'm gonna have this. Oops, not me.
And it'll be recorded so people can come see it later?
Anyway, yes.
Yeah. Okay, people coming back.
Good.
You see? Yeah.
So it's just from the time the question about Mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
所以大家，我们现在暂时休息5分钟，然后让大家看看这个窗外的景色，然后我们重新 regroup， 然后欢迎大家回来。然后，如果已经找到 link 的连接的，也可以帮忙跟周围的朋友分享一下。I will drink some water.
Okay.
Thank you, Shara, for helping.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I'm so excited about having you two here and talking to our friends out there. I love this house, and I love sharing it with people. Yeah.
Definitely, I love your bubble, your energy.
Oh, thank you.
Very inviting.
可以自己回放吗？可以自己回放吗？
回什么？
就是 Can we reply the chat? I try to reply chat, I cannot.
这个手机的可能会困难一点。如果是
Is it recording now?
It's recording.
Oh, great. Okay.
Because we need to keep the live stream.
Yeah. So just let people
stay. Yeah. So
as
stay
they
in
come
tune.
back, yeah.
Yes. Give us about 5 minutes.
Yeah. So give them a little time to find it.
And this is good. The 5 minutes of real life that we're like working with the production. Yeah, this is good. This will be part of the show too.
Right. And
yes, the second one is great. Yeah. Do not leave the live stream yet.
Yeah, the first live stream is also on the channel, but we're live now on the second one.
Okay, great. 2 parts.
Two parts.
就我们再帮你在 Facebook 宣传。
如果你们找到连结的人，麻烦帮我在脸书上帮我宣传一下，把这个连结跟大家分享一下。因为我现在手机我现在手机现在就是在做这个直播的，所以好像有点，你帮我，谢谢 Maggie。
最重要的部分才刚要开始。
已经把这个部分连上去。嘿，谢谢你啊，谢谢黄老师。我好像可以 I probably can take over.
Okay. For part 2, yeah, a little different, yeah.
So it's a little different, that's right. So we know it's actually part 1 and part 2. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. It has been such a fun thing to do, and it's just something fun to do.
And it happened here. It's just, it amazes me.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. 看我们好看吗？看外面。
OK。
What? Oh yeah.
看一下相片，因为还在等，直播间还在等人进来，所以大家可以先看一下医院的相片。
I think I've listened to the interview. I've seen the video.
Yeah, happened right here. He was there.
With the mirror.
With the mirror behind it.
Behind it.
Yeah. All of these pictures took place right here in this room.
都是在这里发生的，就在这个房间里面。
That face, amazing.
这张照片 ，This is a really pretty picture. I like to say the eyes.
Yeah, this
The
loving compassion for us. Yes. And this is what we're going to talk about. Yes, next. And this is what some of the dictation looked like. There they are in front of the pictures. And Jane right here. Right here. Right here. That's where the bookcase was. You were going back in time. That photo there. So yeah, so much happened. Everything happened. I mean, just right here. Right here. Just amazes me.
Okay, so why don't we start off? So 我们刚刚那个断掉了，线断掉了，我们也不知道哪里断掉。那我们现在就从刚刚有一个朋友问了一个问题哦，就是有一个叫马克的，在这里发生了一件什么事情，然后我稍微来跟大家解释。So he was asking if it happened here.
Yes. So, and now you know the story, but I'll just say, Mark is the entity name of Bill McDonald, who was a friend of Jane and Rob. I met Bill McDonald. He was almost 90. He just died a few months ago. But so Bill McDonald or Mark sat right there, and he was an artist, and Seth channeled through Jane, and Seth presented an apparition right here for Mark to see. And Seth said, draw this, what I'm presenting to you. And so Mark sat there, Seth stood here, and for a very long time, Seth appeared and just let him draw him. And this is the drawing that we have from that.
所以这个叫 Bill McDonald 的，但是他有他的 entity 的名字叫 Mark 嘛，所以赛斯叫他马克。然后赛斯透过鲁伯出现，然后叫马克来画他，这个就是他画出来的，然后就是在这个地方出现。然后刚刚那个朋友问说是不是这个厕所，就是这间厕所没有错。
And then later that evening, Seth instructed them to do some psychic experiments, which included this window. So he had the three of them stand over there, or sit too, and look in the mirror. He said, look in the mirror, this mirror. And they started to see Jane's features change. I don't know what they looked like. But so this mirror, Seth, Jane, Rob, Mark, they did a psychic experiment, and we still have the mirror. And you can look in this mirror.
他们那天傍晚，他们也用这个镜子也做了另外一些 experiment。然后他说你可以自己看一看。She doesn't want to be the picture.
Oh, too bad. So, what now do we, part two, what do we do now?
I just want to ask you some questions.
Sure, and how about we sit over there? I've got an idea.
Yeah.
You sit in the rocker.
I sit at the rocker.
And I will sit here. And this, now, to let you know, obviously, yeah, get comfy. Go ahead and move the chair around. This is great. You're right in the conversation. They lived here for 15 years, from 1960 to 1975. Seth started channeling in 1963. So all that time, most of these amazing books, their two main books were written right here, channeled right here. We're in this room, including, this was Jane's book too, sorry. But so all these important documents were spoken right here in this room. So
我们这位我需要你可以看出来，他真的是对这个充满感情跟热情啊！你说这些早期，尤其他们在这边住了15年嘛，早期这些很重要的书，通通都是在这里经过他赛斯传递，就是在这个房间发生的。然后当然不是这个摇椅啦哈，但是我就坐在这个摇椅上，或是坐在窗边，然后帮赛斯传递资讯。So I have a question about.
Okay.
So
and did you tell them that kind of where you're sitting is where Jane sat,
yes.
Kind of where I'm sitting is where Rob sat.
所以说，一般大概差不多这个地方就是李国坐的地方，他有一个摇椅，然后那个约瑟大概就坐在大概这个地方，然后就用他自己特殊的那个会计方法来把它记录下来。我刚刚跟我稍微讨论过，那个 we talk about the special
notes, his shorthand.
His special shorthand, right? But none of us have seen it before.
No.
所以我们刚刚讨论过，就是说，约瑟还有自己特制他自己发明的那种会计的方法，他的笔记，然后他先记完之后，然后他再把它打字打出来。可是我们都没有看过他的那个笔记长什么样子，我们两个都非常好奇，说那个笔记，比如说它长这个样子，然后结果后来打出来是这个样子，然后有个类似有一个比较，我们都没有看过，所以我们希望说，也许 if you found one, you will make an announcement.
Oh, I would tell the world. Look, you know.
如果他有办法看到找到的话，会跟大家分享这样子。
Yeah.
So I'm curious. So this is the apartment, the house that they lived for 15 years, right?
Yes.
Afterwards, they moved to a hill house nearby.
Yes.
So what happened to that hill house?
Okay, well, sadly, the actual house, 1975, they moved to a house they bought.
Mm-hmm.
And they moved in there in 1975 and lived there for a good long time until Jane died in 1984.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that house was pretty much destroyed by water damage. The basement filled up with water, it wasn't fixed, and water damage destroyed the house at 1730 Pinnacle Lane. But so it was torn down, and then a new house was built in its footprint.
Yeah, 所以说I did not know that.
Oh.
I didn't know that. 所以说刚刚问说，那我们那个赛斯之后来住的那个坡屋，发生了什么事情？他告诉我一个我不知道的事情，就是那个坡屋呢，其实后来就是被水淹坏，他们有一个地下室全部通通都淹满了水，淹了很多年，邻居都开始抱怨说那有臭味了，所以那个 city 就是那个市政府吧，就强迫他要把那个房子拆掉，因为就是已经 environmental hazard 了嘛。就要叫他把它清，所以现在在同样那个地址上面呢，有盖了一栋房子，但那个已经不是他们原来的房子，就是后来盖，只是地址是相同的，所以我不知道原来坡屋其实已经不存在了，但是就是对，其实 so hill house basically is non-existent anymore.
No, the actual house is gone, but it is the space, the space where it happened. Yeah, the address is there.
就是地址是这个地址，但那个房子已经完全不是原来的房子，所以说从某个角度来讲 ，this is it, right?
This is it. And actually, this is where I think like the most important documents were given, like all of the you know.
The early sessions,
and
早期课
and unknown reality,
那个未知的实相
all spoken about where you're sitting.
大约就是在这个地方，然后这些，因为早期课 early sessions were the ESP classes, right?
Yeah, the ESP. Oh, yeah. Yes, the ESP class sessions.
So there's like 40 something.
No, there's 45 books altogether.
45一共有45本书，为什么这么多本书呢？因为就是有什么早期课，有 ESP class， 有 class section， 早期课 ，and there's personal section and there's deleted sections.
Yes.
所以说有什么有个人的，有被杀掉的，有这个 class section， 有这个 ESP， 全部加起来，再加上 those Seth books， together 一共有45本。
Most of the Seth material in this room where you're sitting. But of course they channeled in every room. Sometimes it'll say in the books, oh, we channeled in my art studio, or she channeled in number 4. So basically these two apartments is where I want to cry. We received this was the gift of Seth, and it was in these, I just can't believe it. We're sitting here where this happened.
Yeah. I know. Before I came, right? So I was reading the Seth books, and I'm always wondering about Elmira, and imagining it being a really small town, and I was just imagining So now I'm here. What is it like to live here? 所以我问他，我说我一直读赛斯书都是在想象啊，这个小镇鲁伯赛斯住在这里，不晓得在这里住在这里那种感觉是什么？所以我问他现在他住在这里的感觉是什么
？Because I love this stuff, I have read Seth for 40 years, over 40 years, and it's my heart, you know. So to come here and to start making these discoveries 6 years ago about this is where it happened, it's just been amazing to me. Every day I realize this happened here, and it is amazing. To read the books in the room where it happened, to hear some of the audio in the room where it happened, I'm amazed. I appreciate it every day. I'm so joyful that what a gift in my life that I get to be here. And yes.
他觉得这简直是他生命中的一个礼物，然后能够在读这本书，然后坐在这本书当初被传递的地方，这是一种非常神奇的，一种很神奇的经验。I vaguely remember, maybe I was wrong, I vaguely remember maybe a few years back you guys were talking about the Seth's house and you guys were talking about converting or making it an Airbnb at one point or not?
Well, not the whole thing, just, we have 8 apartments, so maybe 1 or 2 of them could be Airbnb, but we don't know. The main thing is that every room, and I gave her a little tour of most of the house and the construction, that every room is beautiful, and every room that people who love Seth or people who are just curious can come in and sit comfortably in every room and meditate and read the books or hear the audios, so that every room is just a nice place to be, to feel whatever you want to feel.
So is the Airbnb idea?
What we might do, we possibly 2 apartments could be Airbnb. So we never want to. We have experimented with Airbnb.
Oh, you actually have?
Yes, and we have had guests come in and stay, as Seth Reader's guests. So people have stayed here and slept in different rooms. The future will always change. The future, museum and this to be just where people can sit and meditate and read, every room of the house. The funny thing is some of the neighbors are talking about doing Airbnb for our Seth guests.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they want to, the red brick wants to, the lady in the back, they're saying they might do Airbnb for guests. So if our neighbors are doing Airbnb, then we can have the house be all about
the museum,
meditating, reading, to have Seth discussion groups every day. Every day we will have Seth study book groups that we can read the book together. So to make this all about Seth, and that maybe the neighboring houses are the Airbnb.
Interesting.
So we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's a lot to say.
No, it's okay. So 我再问他说，几年前你听说过他们好像有什么想法，要把这边变成类似像民宿一样的这样的概念？他就说有可能，他们也曾经试过，可是最后呢，可能也许他们也不是知道，不是很清楚，接下来，但是有可能，他说他们附近的邻居们有提到说，他们愿意做成民宿，然后让就像我们这样的人来这里，可以住在他们的民宿，然后这栋房子就变成只是一个怀念的啦，可以来这边meditate 这样子一个 space， 也很好。
有人问说，现在在这个赛斯的传递处有什么特别的感受吗
？Somebody asked, maybe asked me, or so somebody asked a question about like how do I feel like now I'm in this place? Well, 这种感觉就是 ，okay, so I'm going to tell him a story. 因为为什么我会千里迢迢的想要跑来这里啊？其实有一个 我认识赛斯是从台湾的许天生医师那里认识的，但是我真正上第一堂课是跟美国的一个叫 Rick Stack 的人上他的课。我上他的课呢，就是真正开始读赛斯书。上他那堂课有一个非常非常令我怀念的特色，就是他在每一堂课他都会放那个录音带，放那个鲁伯传递赛斯的录音带。我觉得每次听到鲁伯的声音，那是一种令我全身战抖、头皮发麻的一种感动。那种感动不是因为他是讲的英文，然后他从嘴巴讲出来，然后后来印成书是英文的，然后后来又把它翻成中文的，都是文字的。我觉得每一种媒介它的感觉都是不一样的。可是我觉得哇，我听到那个鲁伯亲口讲出来的话，那个声音，那种感觉是一种很震撼的感觉。所以我那时候我就一直希望说，是不是有机会可以亲自来这里？我觉得来这个地方看这个地方的感觉是不一样的。然后知道耶鲁大学有他的存他一些东西，我就很想去看，想要亲眼看看，因为我就觉得说那种第一手资料、第一手感觉是不一样的。好，所以这是一个很长的回答。所以说今天终于来到这里，就是感觉非常感恩我们的这位
首席摄影师，
这个很重要。我们这位首席摄影师这个朋友呢，愿意都陪我一起来，我就是充满了感恩。然后我们那个 Oshara 呢，这么热情的招待，然后我能够来到这里，我觉得很感动，真的蛮感动的。I was just saying, because I took my very first class from Rick Stack.
Yes.
And one of the special things about his class is he played with audios.
The audios, yes.
And every time I listen to the original, the sound,
yes.
just gave me chills.
Yeah, the power, yes.
It's different from like reading in text.
Yeah.
Even when you translate into Chinese, reading in text, it feels differently. The feels differently.
You have to feel the power of Seth's booming voice.
Speaking and just like, it just amazes me. So from that point, I was like, I wanted to go to Elmira.
Oh.
So it's been a while. I just like, just what it is like to be in Elmira and just to be there. And I think everybody who loves like an actor or a writer, who would like maybe some other things about them, right? So
Yes.
this is very similar.
And even more so because this isn't just acting. This is reality. Seth is telling us who we are and what we're connected to, and the love of the universe for in each other. And this is one of the most important miracles that ever happened on Earth. And it's in an apartment in a small town.
It is. So somebody was saying that, because I came last night and took a picture outside.
Good.
And I shared, and so somebody said, it just looks like a very average American house.
Yes.
I said, definitely, but what happened inside is powerful. That's
Yes.
exactly what I said.
And what else do we have but, houses and people and neighborhoods and living rooms. So it had to be in a home. And it was this home. And it's still here. We still have the doorknobs and the mirrors and the windows. Those are the windows,
Yes.
And this changed everything on Earth. It really did. Millions of people have read this, and it's changed lives. And it was 50 years ago, 50, 60 years ago, that all of this was happening right here. And all the people who have been enriched all over the world because of these books, and it's changed their lives. And now all the speakers who are inspired by them, who are sharing Seth's ideas generations later, it's just astounding. And I'm sorry, you need to tell them.
No, I just enjoy your genuine emotion very much.
Yeah.
所以说，我觉得这个 Oshara 其实你不觉得他真情流露吗？他其实真的说什么也不需要一字一句的翻译，大家应该可以感受到他那种对赛斯的喜爱跟 他觉得他现在在这里做这样的事情的一种感恩吧。我就不翻译，大家可以感受到那种，我觉得情感是可以是能够超越语言流动的，所以其实我也蛮感动的。
Yeah.
So,
and I'm sure there's people out there who feel it.
Yes.
And what it's meant to them.
Mm-hmm.
And who feel what this information is giving us.
Mm-hmm.
And it still grows. More and more people are reading this. We hope with the Seth House to encourage more people to find out about Seth and to read the books, who may not know about Seth now, but we really want to spread, just let people know this is here, these books. And just, I feel like you get it, you understand, you feel it in your heart too, what Seth is. And we have the space. And go ahead, I'm sorry.
是不是他是不是充满了热情？他就觉得说，他也是希望能够传递赛斯心法，让更多的人知道。So I was curious. So, what's the most challenging thing that you have encountered in the project so far? 最挑战的是什么？Not many or too many?
Too many. It has been a growing experience. I have grown and learning. I never knew how to do any of this, from making it charitable to buying a place, the price, and then to restoring and telling people. Some people were afraid of Seth locally, and to have to tell them, no, Seth is good. Seth is not a devil, So every step along the way there were challenges, but we stuck with it, and we just had to learn, and we just had to keep doing things and believing in it, because we went 5 years wanting to buy it but not having the money and still restoring things. But when we had the money, he sold it to us just like he was good. And so it's just everything has been a challenge, everything has been learning.
But what's most impressive or inspiring is that you actually started renovating before you bought the house.
Right.
Talking about setting the goal, and then just the rest will fall through.
Yeah.
So that's like very steps.
Yeah, it was just like, and the thing was too, like, well, even if we don't buy the house, at least we fixed it, like to honor.
So you were just sitting here with all this other people.
Yeah, there were bad people living there, drug addicts, and yeah, there was really bad people. I would never have lived here if it hadn't been the Seth House. It was scary.
So 我刚刚问他说最挑战的是什么东西，然后其实挑战蛮多的，从怎么样成立一个非营利组织啊，到买一个房子啊，到怎么样子装修内部啊，他这些东西他以前从来都不知道，他现在慢慢在这个一个过程中学习。他中间提到，我之前跟他打电话时也问过他这个问题，就是说，那这个当地居民对这个赛斯啊，这些东西的大家的想法是什么？他说，其实有些人，他说他在这里的好处就是说他可以回答问题，所以很多人其实可能会觉得说很恐怖啊，那个不晓得是什么，但是什么传递什么东西，这是什么东西？他们美国人也会觉得说，这是搞些什么怪力乱神的东西。可是他说，如果他在这边跟他们解释，然后把书给他们看，点，他们其实慢慢会觉得说，其实这也是一件很正常的事情，然后慢慢的能够接受。所以他说，其实当地人的接受度是很高的，他们也很开心说，这样子一个房子，有人愿意把它慢慢装修。而且我刚刚跟他说，其实因为你之前在上一个直播里面听到他们一开始的时候还没有买这个房子哦。他们有钱，他们就会把某一间有他们租下来，然后就开始装修内部。他们是没有说先把房子买下来再开始装修内部，他们当时只是一间房子装修内部，他们也不知道他们有没有办法把房子买下来。因为我觉得这不就是很非常赛斯的事，反正就是结果先确定，然后方法自然来，然后接下来就是自然就会发生了。所以我觉得这就是很令人感动的一部分。
Maggie 问说。在美国赛斯 Group 有没有像许医师这样专业人士带领？各州有没有自己的赛斯的 Group？
反正我所知道的就是大家都很独立的各自为政。那我来问问他。So somebody asked a question. So in America, is there like a more centralized, I hate to use the word organization, of some entity to like oversee the promotion and teaching of Seth?
No. There is, we hope to be that.
他们希望成为这样子一个。
There are the publishers, like you said, Rick Stack publishes the book, so he has that, and there have been other publishers in America. These books are by like New World Library, also Amber Allen. They publish these books. So there's the publishers, the two major publishers of the books, and then there's Facebook pages.
Of all the different like book clubs and
yes, and people right now in study groups around the world studying the books, but no major organization.
Right. 没有，所以美国没有，其实世界上任何地方都没有，大家都是各自。我以前也成立过一个檀香山的读书会啊，那我有我的脸书啊之类的，然后大家就互相的互相支持吧，互相联络，但是大家比较没有一个真正的比较。就没有一个比较好像，就是没有就对了，答案就是没有了。
中心组织
比较没有一个什么中心组织啊，然后但是他说他们希望可能也许成为那一个吧，那我们就拭目以待。
And I'll say it didn't start off this way. You know, it started off very innocently, where I'm looking at the house. You know, because I'm a Seth fan, I wanted to see the house from the outside, and I saw the for rent sign, and I rented it, and then immediately it's like we have to the vision. It was step by step, like we have to restore the building so Seth readers can come and appreciate it. And now over the 6 years, the dream just got bigger. Like, okay, we're restoring the building 6 years into it so far. And we need to have some kind of organization to love Seth even more. And maybe it should be here. This is where it happened, and to bring people together who can help with deep respect and love, promote Seth. And when I say promote, just share it from the heart with other people who do know about it or don't know about it. But this is how the visions unfold. Like, yes, to share Seth from this building.
Yes.
With all our hearts as much as we can.
I really love that story. So let me share.
Yes.
就其实他6年前啊，他有一个阿姨住在这里，他其实不是原来不是住在这里，他有一个阿姨住在这里，他来拜访他的阿姨。You can visit your aunt, right?
Yes.
所以他来拜访他的阿姨，然后就想说这个我一定要来这边看看这栋房子。他经过的时候看到那房子前面就有一个招牌写说房间出租。他就租了我们刚刚看到的那个下面那个 1A 那间 apartment， 然后里面都非常糟，他自己用自己的力量把里面慢慢把它整修成就是可以住的地方。那只是刚开始就是这样子，然后可就慢慢的，然后慢慢，其实一开始的时候他只是想说这栋 building， 他如果能够把其中一个房间把它整理漂亮，就都很 OK。结果没想到这个梦想呢，在6年的时间内就越来越大。所以他觉得说，其实如果要有一个什么所谓的中心组织的话，是不是应该是这里呢？然后让全世界的人都来，然后让全世界的人都能够知道。然后所以说，他刚刚分享的这些东西，其实很多东西我也不用翻译，你可以感受到他的那种能量吧。Yeah, I was just saying that I hope they could feel you.
Oh.
You know, it's just like. I didn't translate word by word as you know. But.
You know, I feel your Taiwanese family, friends who love Seth. We are together in this. Whereas American, English, but we are united. You love Seth. We love you. We are together. We are a Seth family. And I just feel like it's the whole world. It's so international. And this is our sisterhood, our brotherhood, our family of Seth. And I can't see you, but I feel you, and I know you're there, and I love you so much. And I just do, you know?
Yes. Yeah. So we also call this the spiritual family, right?
Yes.
就我们其实都是心灵家人，虽然说语言不同、国籍不同，但是我们因为赛斯帮我们，让我们聚集连接在一起。
Yeah.
我们现在线上还有多少人啊
？15。
哎呦天啊！现在还有There's still 15 people online.
We want to show the international books.
The other books.
Oh yes. 所以刚刚看到里面，他们现在收起来，但是里面有一些书，让大家看一下。
We have all sorts of hiding places and nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
Because we are number 4 is the museum, and you saw it's under construction. And as we told you, we had a lot of stuff in there, but we had to remove it because of the work and the sawdust. So we boxed everything neatly and we put it in a safe place, and we're going to show you some of the things.
就刚刚4号的，它本来是 museum， 现在在做 renovation， 所以把东西收起来，给大家看一下这些国际的东西。
Yeah. Okay. Good. But you know, here books in Taiwan.
呀，这个是台湾赛斯文化出版的啊！你看这些什么这些读书会的这些台湾赛斯文化出版的，是因为 who bought this？
In China, there's a publisher, a woman. Her name is Tian Mei.
这位赛斯朋友、赛斯家人捐赠的。
And she came to visit here a few years ago, and then she sent us all the books that she publishes, donated.
Yes.
And so we have a lot of them.
整套赛斯书都在里面，都是赛斯文化的。
Yeah, so there's a lot, 2 big boxes.
他送了两箱的书。因为we don't have to take it.
Yeah, we don't so much. Yeah.
All these books.
Yeah.
全套中文赛斯书，还有许医师的书，里面很多许医师的书。
And here, let me show you. Autographed book of Jane.
这个鲁伯他亲手签名的这本书，然后这个人就把它送给他们了。
And so this is autographed. This is autographed too.
对，鲁伯签名的。
Peace, etc. in there. And so autographed books by Jane.
签名的书。
So we love Jane. And so autographed books, and there, better get this big, and there's the card from the donor.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have people donating things that it's wonderful. This is a German magazine for Seth. See, it says Enter City of Elmira. So in Germany, these magazines, and look, this is when they started translating to Japanese. And on the back of the German magazine is this house.
Oh.
A picture of this house. And they put duct tape in the window. The place, it's going to be loved.
这个是德文的这个跟赛斯有关的杂志，你看还有一个 City of Elmira 这个城小镇的这个照片，然后他们开始翻译成日文，然后后面还有一张这个房子的照片，多漂亮！你看。
Yeah, this house is famous the world over, and it should be.
世界有名的，大家喜欢赛斯都应该知道这栋房子。
And we have books, of course, in all languages. German, French.
这是什么文啊？我也不知道。
Oh my God, I can't.
What
so
language is this?
That's German.
German.
Or Dutch. Actually, it might be Dutch.
Dutch. 荷兰。
German and Dutch and French.
Whatever. Different languages.
Yeah, and we have French and Spanish. I'm so sorry. It's
No
safe
problem,
here.
no
It's safe here. Yeah.
And then you were talking about something.
Oh yes. Oh gosh. Here. This was given to us. A woman who was in Jane's ESP group. She gave this to her daughters, and the daughters gave it to us. And
Wow.
this is. It says it. Well, you can see. Whoopsie! This is the first of 27 sessions of the Ouija board stuff.
Oh, is it?
And this is like
session?
It was typed as a carbon and then Xeroxed. And this is a Xerox that was assembled. I think they made a lot of these to give away to friends.
For the ESP students?
Or for posterity or whatever. But yes, this is the first. Okay, that's a lot to say.
哇，这是第一本那个就是赛斯早期课的其中一个学生当时来参加的，他送给他的女儿，他女儿把他们捐给他们的，当时的 technology 印出来的这些。Are these published? Is in the early sessions or no?
Yes, this is
the first.
Word for word. This is in the early sessions, volume 1. But to hold it as this is how it was typed in their notebooks is like wow.
早期课第一本早期课，当时是长这个样子的。现在我们看到的书，是不是？你说这是不是就是 museum 的这个？
它是先打字出来，然后再去打印，所以这是打印本。
这是打印本。
对，但是最早都是用打字机打出来。
好，大家听到了哈。
Is that a question?
我们的叫什么？
首席摄
影师刚好说话。
So there were like magazines, and this is an American magazine, Reality Change, where people just made magazines. Oh, this is Mary Dillman. You caught that? That's Mary Dillman, Yale University. She just died.
Why Yale?
Because Tam Mossman, their agent, went to Yale. He had connections, and he asked would they house the collection, and they said yes.
And he did that when?
Oh, I don't know.
Like when they were still alive?
They were both still alive,
and, okay.
and they did a lot. So it's the 80s, I guess, and then it came in. And then Mary Dillman became like the kind of the researcher. So this is a magazine that was, I believe, Linda Dahl, I believe, created this. And so we have a bunch of those too.
就很多旧的杂志里面有很多令人怀念的东西，这旧的东西就是这样，就很多旧以前的，在这个团体里面的东西。
So this is about a museum, like everything Seth, and honoring, and people are donating these things to us so that other people, thousands of people, can come here and say, wow, this is Seth. The love of Seth.
很多以前的老赛斯们就慢慢的就会把这些东西捐给他们，然后让他们来这里看，所以这像一个museum把这些东西放在存在这里，可以让大家来这里睹物思人吗？
Gosh, and there's so many little things, but when we you have to come back again when we have everything pretty, and then you can see the museum. I'll even let you sleep over.
Oh, it's recorded.
So you have to do it. So you come back, we'll show you two all together and beautiful. The museum will grow, and we'll let you sleep here.
So what's the projection like when? Just roughly.
Yeah. Well, you see roughly how it looks right now. And the fences and stuff. Are we okay? Okay. Oh, want to go back out there? Okay.
Do you want to sit by the window? I think that.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice to sit right there. It's so beautiful, the sun. Yes. You sit where Jane sat, and you find your most comfortable place, I guess. So you want to sit in the chair or with us?
Yes.
Yes, it's been 6 years to get to this point, and now we're really working hard. Boy, we're on it. You saw the sanding, the fence. Oh, God, everything we've done. I've recorded the whole journey of restoration, so we'll make some things of that. From this point forward, we think the sanding will be done and refinishing the floors in a couple of weeks. And the fence will be up in a couple of weeks. This is moving really fast. I better let you translate.
因为他就说，其实真的是一个很长期计划啦。他们现在在做地板，然后外面的围墙，然后他们是从里面开始嘛，从里面开始。So the inside could be finished.
The floors in a couple weeks.
几个礼拜地板就会弄好。
And the fence in a couple weeks. And that'll take us into December. And then, different people have different holiday things, But January, February, March, we want to paint, bright colors, happy colors. We want to paint. And before April 2023 is when we want to, probably the middle of the month, is when we want to open it up for people to come.
所以他们已经有一个这个 grand opening 要怎么说呢？就是
开幕
式，他们已经有一个开幕式定在大概明年2023年4月中左右，所以他们现在地板弄好，然后他们会把所有的墙壁漆颜色。So those all inside, right?
Say that?
That's all inside.
Inside, yes. So middle of April 2023. But so the inside will be nice and people can come and walk around and just look everywhere, all the apartments, and for it to be comfortable for people to just sit and have conversations.
Wow.
In every room that there's couches and chairs and they can have conversations.
So April, okay, so book your flight. 你们现在赶快订机票啊，4月中
Middle of April.
4月中哈，来这边来参加他的那个开幕式。
But we'll stay open, you know, forever. You know, so if you can't make it April, May, June, July. But Jane's birthday is May 8th. So we'll be open and then we want to have some special birthday things.
他说那个鲁伯的生日是5月8号，所以他们4月中开幕之后到5月8号，他们希望有一些特殊活动，但他们就是从此之后就会开放，然后希望大家如果4月5月不能来，希望大家随时买机票过来。
And then Rob's birthday's in June, and we have so many holidays. Really, like December is when Seth started. December 3rd.
Seth Day.
Yeah, National Seth Day. And
国际赛斯日是12月嘛。
And there's the time that sitting where you are, Jane, in September, she had her out-of-body experience. So we'll have a September thing going on.
So you can really have like a calendar of
the signifying the different days and having guest speakers and having special events here, conferences.
是啊，可以办什么会议啦，请演讲的人来啊，然后根据赛事书里面的内容，有些比较很有意思的礼拜，他们可以把一整年的，所以是。要做事情应该蛮多的。
You know, and once we open, we never want to close. Just that people can come and visit and feel what they feel.
Yes.
And we'll have study groups and we'll have tea and coffee and we'll have just people getting together. Yeah.
就是赛斯家族，大家从世界各地来喝茶、聊天、有讨论赛斯，就是这样子一个空间。
Yeah. So we're still working to paint it and make it pretty so everybody will love it, and then just opening it to the world and our family and people who never heard of Seth too. Come on in, everyone. Come on in. Let's find out. Yeah.
So and then you're gonna start the outside.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh my. Oh.
Why is that like?
We've already done people estimating the cost. It's you saw the rotted woods and it's gonna cost to do this. So first inside and then the outside might take a couple of years to really accomplish. You know, step by step and being sure we do the right thing too every step of the way.
I see. 所以外面可能要花比较多钱，要花多一点钱，然后，但他们就是慢慢来，然后外面看到，其实外面房子看起来真的是不是一个很好的 condition 啊，真的是不是一个很好，里面也不太好啦，所以他们慢慢做，其实也不容易。
Yeah, and the idea of we want to do everything right, so it's the painting the outside. You know, these old Victorians, they have such detail, and you can see like there's some where they have like 5 colors beautifully done on the outside. And so that's what we want to do is have beautiful bright colors on the outside that see like the woodwork there can be like a few different colors that are bright. With the style of building, they shine with bright colors and following the intricate woodwork. So we want to really make it just the most beautiful house in Elmira.
Yeah. 哇，他对这个房子的重新把它变得漂亮，有很多想法。这是维多利亚 Victorian， 就是所以是一个维多利亚时代的房子里面，它这个我也不懂维多利亚啊，但是就是他就希望把它能够根据那个 style 把它重新弄得更漂亮。
Yeah.
但是他说可能要好几年就是了。
Yeah, the most beautiful house in Elmira, and it's bright, and you drive by and you go, wow, that's beautiful. I gotta go in.
Yeah, it is. And then it's an interesting intersection. Is this a big intersection? I don't know.
Yes.
It's a big intersection.
Yes.
There's a big bridge. 所以就是这两个房子隔壁就是红绿灯，它有个十字路口。那十字路口这条路就是它有一条桥，就前面那个河嘛，这个桥就过去。But is it still Elmira?
Yes, it's different suburbs are called different things. Once you cross the bridge, then that's called the Southport area of Elmira, but it's still Elmira. You would say Elmira, but there's different areas that have different nicknames, I guess. But yeah, that's Elmira, but Southport. Yeah.
So like in general, living here in Elmira, I'm just imagining when, Jen and Rob lived here, right? Grocery store, no problem. They have hospital, no problem. They even have a Elmira College.
Yes.
Which is gorgeous.
And actually very historic. Elmira College was one of the first all-women's colleges.
I saw.
Way back when you did your research, but it's amazing. It was one of the first all-women's colleges in America, and it's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. It's preserved, the old brick buildings, and they're doing some wonderful things there. Yes.
Yeah. So how? 所以说，就说他们当时住在这里的时候，什么买菜啦、医院啦，这边还有一个 college Elmira 是全美第一个全女性的这样子一个学校，那非常1880 something。
Yeah, I forget. Yeah.
就是非常的有历史性的。But you said that it was a very bustling town.
Oh, this was a golden city. Oh, they had all kind. Oh, it was. Well, they built the most beautiful houses they could in the area, but it had an economic downturn. The flood hurt Elmira, but even before then there were some economic problems. Manufacturing jobs, Remington Typewriter had a manufacturing here. Westinghouse had manufacturing. They just left and lost all those jobs. And you can say that, I'll say another thing about manufacturing though.
哦，所以说我就问他说，其实 Elmira 在以前好像其实是一个蛮繁荣的小城，问他为什么，他不太讲得出来。但是当时就是反正有很多像这种豪宅啊，还有以前有什么打字机的工厂也都在这里。我在想说跟马克吐温，因为我们昨天去马克吐温的那个 we went to the Mark Twain study yesterday.
Oh, you did, yes.
And then so how his wife's family.
Yes, the Langdons. They were rich.
So I was thinking like the mansions. I don't know if it's related, like in terms of like all these mansions here and the big family there. But anyway, so 我就是讲到昨天我们去看那个马克吐温啊，他马克吐温的太太的整个家族就是在这个town，然后他们还有墓园啊，马克吐温就是葬在这里。So it's not Mark Twain was buried here.
Mark Twain was buried. He was a mile away. So Mark Twain, and they have the family flat.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mark Twain's buried here.
Yeah, 所以他们整个家族是在这里的，所以这个town 在某个时代也是其实是很辉煌的小镇。I was talking about it was a bustling town.
Yeah. And still though today, you know what fire hydrants are? Fire plugs? Yeah, most of the fire hydrants on Earth are made in Elmira. It's called Kennedy Valve, and they make fire hydrants, fire plugs, that go all over the world. And when I was a little girl, right in front of the home I grew up in, there was a fire hydrant that on top it said Elmira, New York.
No! You mean the fire hydrant on the
side? The fire hydrant, yeah, those, yeah, and the water comes out. The fire department uses for water.
防火的那个在路边那个。
Most of the fire hydrants on Earth are made in Elmira, just down the street.
防火栓，
消防栓、防火栓那个路边
上面那个 valve 那个栓，
对，那个他说那个上面那个
都是这，
通通是在这里制造的，在前面。
Right across from where you stayed at the hotel, it's a big red buildings. That's it. And they just...
Are they still making it?
Oh, every day.
Yeah.
I know someone who works there. They melt iron and they make these things and they send them all over the world.
So interesting.
So this Elmira is not just Mark Twain, not just Jane Roberts, but fire hydrants.
Fire hydrants. So Elmira 的这个三宝嘛，三宝就是赛斯、马克吐温跟
消防
的那个。
All over the world, these fire. And like I said, I grew up right in front of my home. There was an Elmira Kennedy Valve fire hydrant.
So funny.
There, and whenever I travel, I look at fire hydrants, and so many of them are. Yeah, so many are. It's just amazing.
Oh, that is so funny.
有一个人请问一下。台湾的赛斯文化听说也在这买了一个房子，刚刚我们有提了一下。
Another question?
Oh,
那个 Hill House, right?
哦，对，somebody asked about the Hill House.
Yes. Oh, when we talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about. 所以我们刚刚已经谈过那个 Hill House， 后来最后台湾的赛斯文化好像没有，就我所知是没有买下来。那但是刚刚那个我 Cheryl 跟我 share， 就那个赛斯那个 You talk about the hill house.
Yes.
那个房子其实后来地下室淹水，然后全部整个房子后来是全部通通都打掉。现在在那个同样的地址上，另外有人重新盖了一栋房子，所以那栋房子已经不是他们原来住的房子，只是地址当然是同样一个地点了，但是已经不是那个房子了。所以那个房子现在是个私人住宅 ，private residence, right?
Yeah, it's a private residence.
Yeah.
I think 2 gay guys live there now.
Okay, so.
But
So do you have anything you want to say to the Chinese-speaking audience?
Oh my God, I love you. I love you. If you can come visit anytime, great. Or astral project. You.
就出体，你要来这里，就是实体来这里，或者出体来这里，他都很欢迎。出体来这里，他也很欢迎。
Yeah, welcome anytime. And so this is the year we'll open up, and we really want to, again, promote or share Seth. Promote sounds commercial, but to share from our heart with people about Seth. And Seth saved my life, you know, and I've been reading it over 40 years. And the beauty is to hear so many people's story here when they come to visit, because we've been open. Like if people come, like you, you said, "Can I come?" We always say yes, and that how Seth has touched so many people, and I get to hear people tell me how meaningful this is. I mean, actual physical health healings, mind healings, heart healings, soul healings. Seth is a healer, and this world, these words change the world and change us. And I'm just so amazed that I can be here.
Yes.
And I do this work every day, and I love it. I mean, I was on the computer 16 hours the day before yesterday. 16 hours on the computer writing things, and it's just, I love it, and I'm exhausted sometimes, and I love it, and I'm so grateful.
Yes.
And I want to invite more people to work here, to volunteer here, to donate, help us with some of this stuff, because I've just been volunteering this whole time. I have not made a penny. I volunteered all these 6 years.
Wow.
I've given my time. I'm honored. Wow. And I haven't made a penny. And all the money that's donated goes to fixing the house. I get to live here, but I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's amazing that it's just amazing. I'm losing my words. It's just amazing.
It's just amazing. 就是真的是有些东西是无法用言语表达的。他这过去6年，他都是在这里做义工，他没有赚任何一毛钱。但是当然他是说他可以住在这里了。然后成立了这个非营利组织之后，他们所有的 donation 什么东西都进到那里面，然后他们都花在这个 renovation 上面。I am so honored that we meet today.
Oh,
this is such a...
Fred, we're doing great. This is unrehearsed.
It's unrehearsed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. 所以说，相信赛斯改变一生，很开心大家今天跟我来了这一趟，然后，让我完成了我的梦想之旅，然后也跟大家分享我的喜悦。那我们下次见喽。Bye bye.
Hold on, I gotta hug you. Okay, I hug my Taiwan friends, and I hug you.
Hugging 的我们的首席摄影师。
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Love you so much. Love you so much.